Have you ever wondered if there's a hidden secret to intimacy that grows better with age? Many believe that passion fades over time, but the truth is that with the right understanding, intimacy can deepen and transform in unexpected ways. In this video, we'll explore profound insights about female pleasure, emotional connection, and the art of lasting intimacy that mature men have discovered. These lessons not only enhance physical satisfaction, but also nurture deeper emotional bonds. Stay with us to learn how these secrets can redefine your relationships and create unforgettable moments of connection. Let's start by uncovering the often overlooked truths about female pleasure, a revelation that can transform how you approach intimacy. Female pleasure is a profound yet often misunderstood topic. For years, societal norms and misinformation have created a narrow perspective, often reducing intimacy to a single act of penetration. But the truth is far more intricate. The clitoris, a small yet highly complex organ, is at the heart of female pleasure, holding over 8,000 nerve endings dedicated solely to sensation. Its significance cannot be overstated. It is the key to unlocking realms of intimacy that many overlook. Imagine it as the soul of a symphony. In youth, we might focus on the loudest drums or the booming bass, rushing through intimacy with urgency and intensity. However, with age comes wisdom. Mature men begin to notice the tender, ethereal notes of the violin, which bring life and emotion to the entire piece. The clitoris, much like that violin, is subtle, yet essential. Understanding its role requires patience, attentiveness, and a willingness to appreciate the nuance of connection. For many women, pleasure is not just physical, it's deeply emotional and personal. Studies consistently show that over 75% of women require direct clitoral stimulation to achieve orgasm. This statistic is not just a number, it's a call to action to move beyond outdated assumptions and honor the complexity of the female body. Mature men who embrace this understanding see intimacy not as a race to the finish, but as an art form, a delicate balance of presence, rhythm, and care. Years ago, a close friend shared a memory that perfectly illustrates this idea. She recalled how a partner's tender approach, one marked by attentiveness and genuine care, made her feel truly cherished. It wasn't just about the physical sensation, she said, it was about feeling understood and seen. This story resonates because it highlights a universal truth. For women, the journey is often more meaningful than the destination. The clitoris is not merely an anatomical detail, it is a gateway to deeper connection. Its intricacy invites exploration, and its sensitivity demands respect. Approaching it with reverence transforms intimacy into a shared experience, where each gesture, touch, and response becomes a language of its own. Mature men who learn this language find themselves creating not just moments of physical pleasure, but lasting emotional bonds. Breaking free from the myth that penetration alone is enough is liberating. It opens the door to a richer, more fulfilling intimacy. Men who understand this embrace the opportunity to connect on a level that transcends the physical. They discover that true intimacy lies in the details, the soft whispers, the gentle caresses, and the shared laughter that builds trust and affection. To truly honor the clitoris and what it represents is to celebrate the uniqueness of each partner. Every woman is a world of her own, with desires, preferences, and rhythms that make her unique. Mature men recognize this not as a challenge, but as a privilege, an opportunity to learn and grow with each connection. By taking the time to explore and appreciate these nuances, intimacy transforms. It becomes more than an act, it becomes a journey of discovery, a dance of connection that lingers long after the moment has passed. The clitoris, with its extraordinary design and capacity for pleasure, stands as a testament to the sophistication of female anatomy. To understand it is to unlock a deeper understanding of your partner, and ultimately, of yourself. Now that we've uncovered the beauty and significance of female pleasure, let's explore the role of patience and listening, two qualities that mature men use to deepen their connections and make intimacy truly unforgettable. In the rush of youth, intimacy often feels like a race, an intense sprint toward a singular goal. Yet as we age, the wisdom of time teaches us that true pleasure is not found in speed, but in depth. Mature men learn to embrace the beauty of the journey, savoring each moment and allowing intimacy to unfold naturally. This patience, combined with the art of listening, becomes a powerful tool for creating a connection that resonates far beyond the physical. Listening is an act of love. It requires presence, focus, and an open heart. Women are keenly attuned to the unspoken nuances of communication, and a man's ability to truly listen, to notice the subtleties of her body language, tone, and rhythm, speaks volumes about his respect and care. When you listen with intention, you create a safe space where your partner feels valued and understood, a foundation upon which trust and intimacy can flourish. Picture this: a man who pays attention to the smallest reactions, a deepened breath, a subtle arch of the back, or the way her body relaxes under his touch. These cues are not just signals, they are invitations to connect on a deeper level. Patience becomes your greatest ally as you take the time to explore her unique desires and responses. Each touch, each moment of stillness, becomes a conversation, an exchange that builds intimacy and understanding. Imagine intimacy as a delicate, intricate safe. Each turn of the dial requires precision, each click demands focus. Rushing to force it open would only create resistance. Instead, patience allows you to uncover its secrets with care and intention. Mature men recognize that female pleasure cannot be rushed or forced. It is a dance that requires curiosity, tenderness, and a willingness to adapt to her rhythm. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity. By slowing down and focusing on the present, you unlock a depth of connection that younger men often overlook. It is not about mastering a specific technique or achieving a goal. It is about being fully present in the moment, savoring the way her body responds to your touch. This level of attentiveness is a silent yet powerful message. I am here, with you, for you. When you listen, your partner feels truly seen. This attentiveness fosters a sense of safety that allows her to open up emotionally and physically. The trust that blooms from such moments transcends the bedroom, deepening your connection in all aspects of your relationship. She feels cherished, appreciated, and valued, not just as a lover, but as a person. Patience also teaches you the value of subtlety. Sometimes the most profound moments of intimacy occur in the pauses, the breaths between kisses and the silence that speaks louder than words. These moments allow both of you to simply be, free from the pressure of performance or expectation. It is in these quiet spaces that true intimacy flourishes, nourishing both the body and the soul. The gift of patience extends beyond the physical. It allows you to see your partner as a whole person, with her own fears, desires, and dreams. This understanding creates a bond that is both tender and unshakable. Intimacy becomes an expression of mutual respect and care, a celebration of your unique connection. Mature men who master the art of patience and listening discover a profound truth. Intimacy is not about reaching a peak, but about enjoying the journey. Each moment becomes an opportunity to connect, to learn, and to grow together. This approach transforms intimacy from a fleeting act into a meaningful experience that lingers in your hearts and minds long after. As patience and listening lay the foundation for connection, intimacy evolves into something even more profound, a space where physical acts become an expression of emotional depth. Let's explore how intimacy transcends the physical to create bonds that touch the heart and soul. True intimacy is far more than the meeting of bodies. It is the merging of hearts, minds, and souls. For mature men, this realization marks a profound shift in how they approach their relationships. It is not about techniques or performance, but about presence, devotion, and an unyielding desire to understand and fulfill their partner's deepest needs. Women are most drawn to men who genuinely listen, move with intention, and care about creating a space where vulnerability and trust can thrive. Imagine intimacy as a dance, a graceful, unspoken rhythm that requires both partners to move in harmony. The beauty of this dance is not in reaching the final step, but in savoring each movement along the way. Mature men recognize this, approaching intimacy as an opportunity to connect emotionally and spiritually. Each touch and each shared glance becomes a language of its own, speaking volumes about care, respect, and admiration. Emotional intimacy amplifies physical pleasure. When a woman feels truly seen and valued, her heart opens in ways that deepen the connection between you. She begins to trust you with her fears, her desires, and her dreams. This level of trust creates a sanctuary where both of you can let go of pretense and fully embrace one another as you are. The result is a kind of closeness that lingers long after the physical moment has passed. The art of intimacy lies in small, intentional gestures. A lingering touch on her hand, a soft kiss on her forehead, or even the warmth of your presence can convey emotions that words often fail to capture. These acts build a bridge between your hearts, making her feel cherished and understood in a way that few others can achieve. The power of emotional connection is transformative. It takes intimacy from being a mere physical act to a meaningful experience that enriches both of your lives. When she senses that your focus is not just on her body but on her soul, she feels a profound sense of security and love. This creates a bond that transcends the ordinary, fostering a relationship that is deeply fulfilling. Men who understand this dynamic find themselves unlocking new dimensions of pleasure and connection. By tuning into her emotions and prioritizing her sense of safety and comfort, you cultivate an intimacy that resonates on every level. The connection becomes about more than what happens in the bedroom. It becomes a shared journey of growth, discovery, and mutual support. As you embrace intimacy beyond the physical, you also begin to see how your actions reflect your commitment to the relationship as a whole. It is not about doing everything perfectly. It is about showing up with authenticity and care. In this way, intimacy becomes an ongoing dialogue, a dance of give and take, where both partners feel empowered and valued. In the end, intimacy is not a destination, but an ever-evolving journey. It is a space where you and your partner can explore new depths of connection while honoring the love and respect that brought you together in the first place. This understanding transforms how you view your role as a lover and a partner, making every moment shared together a meaningful and memorable one. With emotional intimacy as a cornerstone, it's time to address the myths and misconceptions that often hinder true connection. Let's uncover the truths that break these barriers and lead to a more satisfying and authentic experience for both partners. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. The world of intimacy is riddled with myths and misconceptions, many of which have persisted for generations. These misguided beliefs often limit how we perceive connection, particularly when it comes to women's experiences of pleasure. Mature men, however, have the wisdom to see beyond these stereotypes. They know that true intimacy is not defined by performance, but by understanding, adaptability, and a willingness to unlearn outdated ideas. One of the most pervasive myths is that penetration is the ultimate pathway to female pleasure. While media and cultural narratives often portray this as the pinnacle of intimacy, the reality is far more nuanced. Studies have consistently shown that for the majority of women, clitoral stimulation is essential for achieving orgasm. By reducing intimacy to penetration alone, we overlook the complexity and individuality of female pleasure, creating a disconnect that can leave both partners unfulfilled. Mature men understand that intimacy is a journey, not a checklist of actions. Instead of adhering to rigid expectations, they embrace the art of exploration. They listen, learn, and adapt to their partner's unique needs, discovering what truly ignites her desires. Each woman is her own universe, with distinct preferences and triggers. This isn't a challenge to overcome. It's an invitation to connect on a deeper, more meaningful level. Another stubborn misconception is the belief that women are less sexual than men. This myth does a disservice to both genders, downplaying the depth and intensity of female desire. The truth is that women's sexuality is equally rich and profound, though it is often expressed differently. For many women, desire is intricately linked to emotional connection, trust, and context. These elements create the foundation for arousal, heightening the pleasure that follows. Breaking free from these myths requires more than awareness. It demands a shift in perspective. Mature men recognize that intimacy is not about imposing their own expectations, but about creating a shared experience. They prioritize communication, fostering an environment where both partners feel safe to express their needs and explore their desires without judgment. This openness transforms intimacy into a dialogue, a mutual discovery of what brings joy and fulfillment. The myth of one-size-fits-all intimacy is perhaps the most damaging. It assumes that what works for one partner will work for another, ignoring the individuality that makes each connection unique. Mature men reject this notion, approaching intimacy with curiosity and an open mind. They understand that what pleases one person might not resonate with another, and they are willing to adapt their approach to honor their partner's preferences. Intimacy is not about performing, it's about being present. It's about creating a connection that transcends the physical, rooted in respect, empathy, and understanding. When a man embraces this mindset, he discovers that true satisfaction comes not from following a script, but from being attuned to his partner's needs. This level of attentiveness fosters trust and deepens the bond between you, making intimacy a source of joy rather than pressure. As you unlearn these myths, you open the door to a more authentic and fulfilling connection. Intimacy becomes an evolving conversation, a dance of give and take where both partners feel valued and empowered. Breaking free from outdated beliefs allows you to build a relationship grounded in mutual respect and genuine understanding. With these myths dismantled, it's time to explore how creativity and imagination can breathe new life into intimacy, transforming even the most routine moments into unforgettable experiences. Let's discover how innovation keeps the flame alive. Even the most passionate relationships can feel the weight of routine over time. For mature men, the wisdom gained through experience reveals that intimacy isn't a static destination. It's a dynamic journey that thrives on curiosity, creativity, and a willingness to explore new dimensions of connection. By embracing the power of imagination, you can transform even the simplest encounters into moments of excitement and discovery. Creativity in intimacy doesn't mean grand gestures or elaborate plans. Sometimes it's the smallest changes that create the biggest impact. A shift in setting, like lighting candles in the bedroom or moving your connection to a different space, can introduce an entirely new atmosphere. The element of surprise, whether it's a spontaneous touch, a playful whisper, or an unexpected act of affection, keeps the spark alive and reminds your partner of your devotion. Fantasy, too, plays a vital role in sustaining passion. Sharing desires, no matter how small or whimsical, opens a door to deeper trust and understanding. When both partners feel free to express their fantasies without fear of judgment, intimacy becomes a safe haven for exploration. This doesn't require anything extreme. Even lighthearted role-playing or imagining scenarios together can bring a refreshing energy to your connection. The beauty of creativity lies in its ability to make familiar moments feel extraordinary. A gentle touch can become an act of devotion when paired with eye contact and genuine intention. A routine kiss can feel electrifying when accompanied by words of affirmation or a loving compliment. These subtle but meaningful acts remind your partner that they are cherished and valued. Mature men understand that creativity is about tuning into their partner's unique desires and adapting to their rhythm. This isn't about trying to impress, but about fostering a space where both of you feel inspired to explore together. Intimacy becomes less about repetition and more about rediscovery, as each moment reveals something new about your connection. Imagination also invites a sense of playfulness into your relationship. Spontaneity breaks the monotony of routine, encouraging you to step outside the familiar and embrace new experiences. This can be as simple as surprising your partner with an unexpected date or trying something new together, like dancing in the living room or sharing a meal in an unusual setting. These acts of spontaneity create memories that deepen your bond and add joy to your shared journey. Through creativity and fantasy, intimacy evolves into an ongoing celebration of your connection. It's a reminder that love and passion are not confined by time, but are fueled by the effort you both invest in keeping them alive. The willingness to imagine, to innovate, and to embrace the unexpected transforms your relationship into a vibrant, ever-changing tapestry of connection. As creativity and fantasy enrich your relationship, embracing the changes that come with age can further deepen your bond. Let's explore how intimacy after 50 holds unique opportunities for a profound and lasting connection. The passage of time brings changes to the body, but it also offers gifts that youth cannot provide. Intimacy after 50 is not a fading ember, it is a flame that burns with deeper warmth and meaning. Mature men understand that with age comes a shift in priorities, allowing relationships to transcend the superficial and embrace a more profound connection. It's a time when self-assuredness, humor, and experience become the cornerstones of attraction and desire. Yes, the body changes, but these transformations can open new doors to intimacy. Instead of focusing on what has been lost, embrace what has been gained. There is a quiet confidence in knowing yourself and your partner, in understanding that attraction is about far more than physicality. Emotional connection, shared laughter, and the comfort of long-standing trust take center stage, making each moment together rich with significance. Staying active and maintaining physical health plays an essential role in keeping the spark alive. Regular exercise not only improves stamina and energy, but also boosts self-confidence, an undeniably attractive quality. Beyond the physical, cultivating a curious and open mindset ensures that intimacy remains a vibrant and evolving part of your relationship. Aging can bring freedom, the ability to explore desires that once felt intimidating or out of reach. Societal myths often suggest that intimacy diminishes with age, but these ideas limit the potential for joy. In truth, the deeper understanding of oneself and one's partner that develops over decades adds depth to every connection. Love matures into something enduring, a sanctuary where two people can be their truest selves. The shared vulnerability and openness that come with age allow intimacy to evolve into a celebration of the journey you've taken together. The laughter you share over life's quirks, the gentleness in the way you hold each other, and the comfort of knowing you are accepted without pretense are the hallmarks of intimacy in later years. Attraction shifts from being purely physical to encompassing the mind and spirit, allowing passion to find new and profound expressions. When you embrace the changes that come with aging, intimacy transforms into a richer, more rewarding experience. The adjustments you make to accommodate these changes can also strengthen your bond. Simple actions like exploring new rhythms or communicating openly about what feels right ensure that both partners remain connected and fulfilled. These small efforts reinforce the idea that intimacy is not about resisting time, but about growing together through it. Men who thrive in their intimate lives after 50 see these years as an opportunity rather than a limitation. They recognize that love, like wine, becomes more complex and satisfying with age. Every shared moment becomes a reminder that intimacy is not bound by physical perfection, but fueled by mutual respect, shared experiences, and the decision to nurture one another. By celebrating each other as you are, you create an environment where intimacy can flourish. It is not about defying age, but embracing it, cherishing the wisdom, patience, and perspective that only come with time. Together, you find joy in each glance, each touch, and each precious moment, creating a connection that continues to grow stronger with every passing year. Having explored the unique beauty of intimacy after 50, it's time to conclude this journey by reflecting on the lessons we've uncovered and how they can be applied to create a lifetime of fulfilling connections. Let's bring it all together. As we reflect on the profound insights uncovered throughout this journey, one truth becomes undeniably clear. Intimacy is not a fleeting experience, nor is it confined to youth. It is a lifelong dance of discovery, one that matures and deepens as we embrace the changes within ourselves and our relationships. Mature men, with their wisdom and patience, hold the key to unlocking a level of connection that transcends the physical, touching the heart and soul. Understanding female pleasure is the first step toward a deeper connection. By honoring the complexity of a woman's desires and recognizing the significance of elements like the clitoris, you move beyond outdated notions and create a space for mutual exploration and satisfaction. The journey is not about reaching a destination, but about cherishing every moment along the way. Patience and listening form the foundation of trust and intimacy. In a world that often rewards speed and superficiality, taking the time to truly hear and understand your partner sets you apart. It is in the pauses, the unspoken gestures, and the quiet attentiveness that intimacy finds its most profound expression. These acts of care show your partner that she is valued, not only as a lover, but as a person. Breaking free from myths and misconceptions allows you to embrace a more authentic form of connection. Intimacy is not about performance or meeting unrealistic expectations. It is about being present, adaptable, and willing to grow alongside your partner. By dismantling these barriers, you create an environment where both of you feel safe to express yourselves fully and without fear. Creativity and imagination breathe life into your relationship, keeping the spark alive even in the most familiar routines. Small acts of spontaneity, playful experiments, or simply seeing your partner with fresh eyes can reignite passion and foster a sense of adventure. It is this willingness to innovate that ensures your bond remains dynamic and fulfilling. As you grow older, intimacy evolves into a celebration of your shared journey. It becomes a sanctuary where you can both find comfort and joy, free from the pressures of youth. The years bring not only physical changes but also the gifts of confidence, understanding, and a profound sense of connection. By embracing these changes, you open the door to a type of intimacy that is richer and more rewarding than ever before. The greatest lesson of all is that intimacy is not a finite resource. It is a wellspring that grows deeper with time and care. It thrives on trust, mutual respect, and the shared commitment to nurture one another. Every touch, every glance, and every whispered word becomes a testament to the love and effort you invest in your relationship. Now is the time to take these lessons and apply them to your own life. Celebrate the beauty of connection, honor the journey you share with your partner, and embrace the opportunities that intimacy brings at every stage of life. The path to lifelong intimacy is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Together, you can create a bond that endures, inspiring joy and fulfillment for years to come. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from this topic. Have any thoughts or personal experiences to share? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our community for more empowering content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, embrace the journey with confidence.